Mic check 1 2. What's up, y'all? They using honey packs in college. They trying to get that strong bone.
Like right here, they're just in a little packet, and it was very easy to go and get them today. We actually just went to a local gas station and were able to pick them up. But all you have to do essentially is rip them open and then take it orally. So over the last couple of months, experts do say that the use of these honey packets at college campuses has skyrocketed as an sexual enhancer. But the FDA does warn it could lead to serious health issues and claims it contains several harmful hidden ingredients.
Like what?
Today I'm going to be trying 2 honey packs to see what happens.
If you know.
He gonna try 2 honey packs and get 0 cooch. Today I'm going to try 2 honey. I'm sorry.
Today I'm going to be trying 2 honey packs to see what happens.
If you know,
Nothing.
you know.
Be stiff as I don't know what, knocking cups off of tables.
It's becoming a growing trend on TikTok. More people trying what's called royal honey packets.
What is one thing that sent a BYU student to coma that we do here at ASU?
Probably taking honey packets.
The trend also making its way to ASU,
Gas station.
with a recent video about the product going viral.
So we're finding that college students
He got some little eyes.
across the United States and at ASU are taking these supplements that they purchase
Is something wrong with him? Let me know in the chat. Is he regular?
at gas stations or smoke shops to
We're very close together too.
enhance their sexual experience.
While this growing trend may seem harmless, in 2017, the FDA advised people not to purchase the Royal Honey VIP. They say these packs contain the hidden ingredient tadalafil, an active ingredient found in some erectile dysfunction medications.
There's interactions that this medication can have with antibiotics, heart medications, blood pressure medications that can cause serious medical.
So it's Cialis all in the honey pack. You think you're getting honey, but I mean, come on, what did you think was in it? Come on, man.
Emergencies.
It's something Nathaniel Bush with the Cornerstone Healing Center says shouldn't necessarily be used by students to up their game.
Taking a medication that's prescribed for erectile dysfunction, unprescribed, can lead to actual long-term permanent erectile dysfunction.
Despite these warnings, students at ASU say they would still be willing to try it out.
Just for the hell of it, I guess, just because, like, here's something you can try. It's experimental. It's, people's curiosity.
I mean, I think it could be
Right, they could be trying that Fenty.
fun. I don't feel like there's like a con of taking it, like negative
She like, I like the honey packs.
effect, but
So what might be causing this growing trend among students?
Puss.
I think maybe the increase can fall into the realm of pressure from social media or just completing a trend.
As the product becomes increasingly popular among college campuses, experts warn students to proceed with caution.
When you think of this being in a honey packet rather than a tablet, it makes me think of things like flavored nicotine that can be marketed, or the risk of marketing towards children.
So you think it's you think it's gonna be little kids running around popping honey packs from the gas station? Excuse me, sir. Little kids can't even get up to the counter. Can I have a royal honey pack? And Abu gonna give it to him. He don't give a damn. He don't care who comes for the honey pack. All right, fine, whatever, little man.
Painting it as a happy, fun thing rather than a medication that needs to be prescribed by a doctor.
That's right. Get your honey from the doctor. Don't listen, America.
Yeah, so if you ever do run into these, it is definitely encouraged to talk to your doctor. Maybe make sure you look at the ingredients
She looking at the ingredients, the price. See, she keep flipping it over.
first just to really see what's in there. Again, it can kind of interfere with some medications that people may be taking. If you have diabetes, maybe you're taking some blood pressure medications or heart medications, it can interact. So again, just before you take anything like this, make sure you consult your doctor.
Well, check your sources, right? TikTok has so much information and it's not always beneficial for you. So you want to check your sources, do your research, see if it's actually going to be something that you even need in the first place.
Exactly.
Kayla, thank you.
Thank you, Jamie.
Kayla gonna take that thing home. She was she was holding on to that, Jack. Kayla wasn't playing at all. Listen, young people, if you're having problems already, man, you probably should look a little bit deeper than just the honey pack. If you're in college and I don't know about you guys, but when I was that young, it was the furthest thing from my mind was some honey pack. I just wanted some honey. We can worry about the pack later. I ain't gotta worry about all that. I guess you feel like you'll have a better experience, from my understanding. It just, creates more stiffness in the bones. You know what I mean? So if you need a little help, why not take the honey pack? I mean, they say you should get it from your doctor. Please, I don't know if doctors got it in the honey form. They probably just got it in a pill. And keep the honey away from the kids. I know that lady from the news is going home to make her man some tea right now because she ain't put that thing down the whole time. She had a pocket, she would have put it in it. All right, that's it on the honey pack situation. Next story. What we got in here? Oh, this one going to be a little bit, I don't know, just a little bit touchy. Listen, you know me, I always got a problem with, I feel like our people, my people, black people, have a problem with conflict resolution. Here is an example. Not this dude. He's nobody. He look like a fake doctor. Actually, I don't know who this guy is. He looked like one of them little boys that play. Remember that little boy that played like he was a doctor, but he wasn't a doctor? That's who this guy looks like. But that's not who we're talking about. This is a person. This next person
that
is,
some of my friends would call me.
It's a commercial. I'm gonna let it ride.
An Oreo, and I never.
All right, this next person is a prime example of how we need to learn conflict resolution skills. I'll just give you the basic premise. There's a guy, he's on a train. Apparently this person bumped him or, looked at him wrong or, the many different incidences that many times our people use to commit some act of violence. And he took it out on some random ass guy. And I'm going to try to keep the violence out of it. I'll try to switch away right at the moment that it goes down. But y'all check it out. Let me know what you think. Here we go. Oh, this video is entitled NYC Strap Hanger Arrested After Slugging Passenger on the Subway. So he like, what you staring at? The dude's like, what? I'm looking at my phone. Let's see if he was staring at him. Hold on, let me bring it back one time. Let me see if he was even looking at him. Not like that's reason to. So what? People are looking at you. What is he supposed to do? Avert his eyes when he comes in contact with you, sir? But let's see if he was actually screw facing them, eyeballing them, looking them down, looking them up and down. They having a stare off. They like Tyson and Jake Paul. He's like a reasonable man headed to work. Come on, man. Come on. He got on a vest. He's an insurance broker. He ain't got time for this. He just lost his job. He went to the interview. You see, he got on slacks. He don't wear khakis on a regular day. He mad as I don't know what. It's like chill, man. This is the sad thing. You see, dude, his posture. He's still trying to maintain his dignity. Chill, man. Why don't you just chill? All right, I think he about to hit him, y'all. I'm gonna have to describe it to you. Well, can I put something on top of the screen to block it right now as it happens live? Because I'm live. That's why I don't want to, do it. But he gonna punch him in the mouth. Oh, sorry. My bad, y'all. Transition. Algorithm down. God damn it. God damn it. He hauled off. I'm going to block that out. YouTube algorithm. I'm sorry. I was trying to get so close. He was a fast striker. He was good at what he did. Oh man, we're gonna that'll be a quick edit. What does that happen? That happens at 9.378. All right, I'm gonna look at it again for myself because it was exciting. But oh, he hit him like a slide hit, like it kind of rubbed across him. Like it wasn't. He not a puncher. He's like a lot of people are aggressive and they like to fight, but that don't mean they can fight. Then he started wrestling with the man. But anyway, you want to see how it ended? Yeah. His ass being escorted. Was it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Like, was it worth it? Was it worth? I don't understand. What if you'd have killed that man? What if you have severely injured him? What if you fell, hit his head, blood everywhere? Anything could have happened because someone looked at you, someone who was asking for you to chill. I'm telling you, man, we have to learn to control our emotions. Emotional men are dangerous. I say that every show damn near. Emotional men are very, very dangerous. I know there's a big push to create more sensitivity towards amongst men, and so we can pride ourselves on. I don't know what they're looking to do in stunting masculinity, but part of masculinity is being able to control yourself. There's a time and a place for war, and on the train headed to work is not the time and place for war. I ain't gonna keep going on and on about this because y'all never want to hear my positive stuff. Y'all want to hear the salaciousness, but I'm just saying we gotta learn how to resolve conflict better, man. It's a damn shame. Now, if you didn't have a job or you was frustrated, how did that improve your situation? You never want to make a move without a plan. What's your plan? What you going to do? Okay, so you punch them in the face. What, you going to just get off the next stop and leave? What did you think might happen? You even said it yourself. I ain't got time to go to jail today. So who you talking to? Anyway, I don't want to keep going on and on and on and on. Anyway, don't punch somebody in the face randomly. And if you do, knock them out and make sure nobody's around. Anyway. No, I'm just kidding. Next story. I'm out. That's going to be a short one. I'm going to chop it down. It's going to make sense. All right. What we got? Oh, this one is somewhat interesting. Listen. A lot of people don't like Charleston White. I personally get him. I get him. I feel like he's the appropriate person for this culture, and he does what it takes in order to keep his face in the news and in order to promote his ultimate message. I think he speaks in sarcasm. I believe that he speaks in double entendres and says the opposite. I believe he goes too far sometimes, but as a fellow comedian, I understand how that goes. Who knows the line? You got to cross it. But I do think his heart is in the right place, and I think he's trying to promote something to the youth that will make them think, hopefully. I would like to hope. Anyway, this is a little clip of Charleston White before the internet fame, when he was actually a community organizer, and nobody cared. Nobody paid attention. 0 views, 0 money, 0 everything. Y'all gonna make me jump off the bridge too, start saying crazy stuff. I do say crazy stuff, but I don't have a purpose. I'm just... I do. I love y'all.
I can't wait for black people to be able to rape white women and how you...
Wait a minute. God, my algorithm going to be down. Oh, my God. How you going to start out like that? Charleston? I can't wait for... Beep, 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 beep. Y'all notice I haven't cursed today yet. Have I? I don't think I did. I probably did right when Charleston cursed. It was an involuntary reaction. My bad.
Y'all did us in slavery. I can't wait for that, man. I pray for that because that's the only power that I have is this voice. We just had someone from your district drive out to Benbrook Lake to enjoy the swimming pool, and he died. Little gay dude swam out so far, and he died because we don't have any parks. The poor blacks in this city hadn't seen a swimming pool in probably 15 years. Where do we go to get wet?
Mr. White, I will remind you that this is a civil body. And if your language is inappropriate, you will be removed from the chamber.
Well, I'm not a civil man. This country once sold my ancestors, so civility is something that black people typically don't get exposed to in this country. But
I get his hair back.
I want to remind some of these white people, they got some black people coming to y'all neighborhood.
Charleston.
And they got some diseases. They got
Charleston.
syphilis, chlamydia, gonorrhea. They got some good, people.
Charleston, you'll be removed.
I'm telling you, I ain't mad at him. He trying to get y'all attention. He said some terrible things, but that man trying to get y'all attention, and I respect that. And he must be willing to die for it because he definitely deals in some tricky spaces, man. Certainly. I know he's controversial. One of the things that happened with Charleston White that I felt was too far was sort of when he somewhat made fun of Gilly's son. And I couldn't imagine having lost a child and having to deal with someone like that taunting me, while you're dealing with that severe loss. And that was really crazy. But I mean, there is no but. That was unacceptable. However, he is trying to promote a certain lifestyle. And his argument, although I agree to some degree, was that Gilly promoted a lifestyle and a terrible type of music that ultimately contributed to the loss of his son. Is that true? I don't know, but I do know that we need to shape up our communities and our people. We got to do something, man. We got to do something. And I believe that Charleston is a person that's willing to take an extreme stance in order to pull that off. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Is Charleston White just a crazy man walking around just saying crazy stuff for no reason, just trying to piss people off, a typical internet troll? Or is he a undercover freedom fighter? The spook who sat by the door. Did y'all even read the old black Negro novels, the original Negro novels, From Niggas to Gods, The Spook Who Sat by the Door, all of Iceberg Slims? They probably read them. Probably read all of them in Donald Goines, but I don't know. I guess when people go to jail now, they sneak a phone in and they don't got to read books no more. Anyway, all right, next story. We out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And please turn on your notifications so that you know when we drop. Please, please, please. Jesus Christ. Because I ain't going to tell you. Oh, this is dope. Look. Y'all know Nipsey Hussle. Another revolutionary. Tried to do his thing. Also with some controversial methods of how to get the job done amongst our people. Assassinated. Broad daylight. Like so many before him. You know what I mean? Call it what you like. But if you know about Nipsey Hussle, one of his big things is that he was a businessman, an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur particularly in his community. What makes this so unique is that what makes it so unique is that his brother, who was, from my understanding, even a bigger hustler than Nipsey, Black Sam, has continued the legacy and finally opened a dream that they had before, the Marathon Burger store. Anyway, Black Sam opens Nipsey Hussle's dream Marathon Burger store off of Fairfax. I don't know LA that good, so here let you know.
20 years ago, I used to do this all day. You never forget it. Do this shit with my eyes closed. You see it's booming? You see we booming non-stop? Marathon Burgers? Come on, man. You know I'm gonna get back here and help. Come on, let me let you get some history. Chrissy Lowe. Felipe. How long you know me, Felipe? That's Samantha, no? No, that's not Samantha.
The marathon continues.
How long you know me?
When you was like 7 years or 5 years, or something like that.
He trained me.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Let's get it. Top chef.
Top chef, yeah, that's right.
Yo, come on, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Explore Food. I'm here at Marathon Burger with it, man.
Oh, you can't play that beat? Not just like that. All right, reserved copyright. 1977. I need to remember that.
I just dapped up Black Sam.
It looked like a decent burger. It ain't one of my favorites. I don't know. Let me see. It looks like a smash burger, like
Nah, I mean, that's legendary to me.
like Shake Shack or something like that. I'm with that.
Shout out to Karen Civil for the recommendation, man. So I had to try.
I keep breaking it up because I gotta break up that music. Although I love that song.
Right, I just grabbed the Marathon Burger, so we about to see what it is, man. Explore Food. Let's get it.
Marathon Burger. You know, proud to have this open. Something we talked about for a while.
Yeah, me and my family, Black Sam, Adam, my pops, you know, the whole team.
You know, it didn't happen when we thought about it, but a couple years down the line, we were able to do it. So it's a blessing. You know, hopefully you see one popping up, you know, in your town. It's just the beginning.
Nah, but on the real, man, you know I had to slide up the block, man. They got the Marathon rooftop a couple blocks up. Had to go and facilitate the dollar, you feel me? They got a Black Friday sale right now, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and get yours. 40% off of everything, man. So you know I had to cop me a little.
All right, well, shout out Black Sam, Nipsey, the whole family, whoever's left. Well, I'm not going to say whoever's left, but, you know. R.I.P. Nipsey. Shout out Black Sam. And yeah, the marathon continues, yo. I respect that. And it looks like he's employing people from the community. Everybody, you know, I don't want to go into the people of color thing or whatever, but yeah, it's out there. That's a beautiful thing. All right, next story. This one is, I don't know. This one. I've been looking at this for a minute. Like, you know, when you see stuff on your timeline and you just kind of pass it up, you're like, I don't even know what is this? What is this? But it just keeps getting recommended to me. Maybe because I watch those animal videos and stuff. Anyway, the title of this video is The Surprising Reason That Babies Are Not Afraid of Snakes. Now, I don't know how I don't know who volunteered their baby for this experiment, but I don't know. Here we go. I don't know. Why are babies not scared of snakes? Because they don't know no better. They never seen nobody get bit. Nobody told them a bad story. It's just like some slithering thing. Maybe it's not in our DNA. Maybe we're not intrinsically afraid of snakes. I'm not necessarily afraid of snakes, but I still don't think it's safe for a baby to be around some boa constrictor. I don't know the snake's nature. I ain't no nature man. You know what I mean? I like nature casually, not enough to know whether or not, that's a baby safe snake. That's a perfectly. Some snakes are better for babies than others. Maybe you should just raise your baby around snakes and then they won't be scared of them. Anything you're scared of, you know, growing up, just raise them around that. Raise them around tigers too. How about that? Do an experiment. Why aren't babies afraid of tigers? Nobody's gonna do that one. You better not. Not on my watch. All right, that was that was that. All right, what else I got? Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is 25 people who look exactly like cartoon characters in the face. Oh, let me know in the comments what I look like. Go ahead, tell me. I don't care. Who did the beat? She do look just like that. She a sloth. Grandma. What a lot of people like grandma. Damn, she got that. She got the chin down. That's Granny Chin for real. Certainly, no doubt about it. What a bird. Mr. Dithers, what is his name? Release the Hounds. That's my boy. I love it. He be like, release the hounds. That's the real life him. Oh, he got the 3 spots. Get that. He don't really got them 3 spots. If he is, then that's who he's based off of in The Simpsons. I don't believe that. The 3 spots? Get the fuck. I don't believe it. Johnny Bravo. Man. Who's playing this piano? This is like, I know several people personally who look like Mr. Well, I would have said Mr., but okay. Oh, come on. That's whack. Boo. Peter Griffin. That's any fat man. I mean, he do got a little buzz cut or whatever. Okay. Beavis. Yo, that is dead on. The acne is implied, although you never saw the acne on Beavis, but it's implied. It's certainly, just from the squiggly eyebrows. Yo, he the real Beavis. He needs to wash his face, man. A cat get him? Haircut. Is that the mother or the daughter? That's the mother from Bob's Burgers. Oh, I remember from Hiro. Shit, that is him. Yo, why do Asian people all do everything better? What is going on? Even they doppelgangers are better. Like, what is this? Is the exact person. That's him in real life. This is AI. I don't believe this. Let me guess. I don't know. This a random beat up man. Come on, man. That's phony. One of the Jonases or somebody. I forget who this dude is. Not at all. Not at all. This is gonna be a random white lady. I'm gonna tell you, don't even resemble. Y'all reaching now. I'm about to turn it off. Consuela. All right, they getting a little. I don't know. I guess. I don't know. I clean the room. Scar. I guess, but no. I could be any baby. That's right. What y'all got better than this? Oh, this dude was kind of crazy. They hit it with this one. What is his eyes real? Come on, man. He all right. Oh, man, he dead on. Him and the lady from the beginning that was a sloth is the winners. They hit it. Wow. I don't believe his eyes. I think they might have. I think his eyes is probably a little bit downsy. You know what I'm saying? I think his eyes was a little bit like that, but I don't think, come on. They look a little sharp around the edges. A tad bit sharp. And this one is. And they so far apart, man. It's supposed to be roughly an eye apart between eyes. So let me see. Boom. Whoa. I hear with the balloons up. Not even close. I know people that look more like him than him. I know a lot of Shreks. And that's not even a good one. My supervisor, my last job was a better Shrek than that. And it was a lady. For the Incredibles. Yeah, I believe that essentially was her. Yeah, that was dead on. That's who I saw in my mind as this lady talked. Although the face structure isn't even the same, but I just felt like it was her the whole time. And I don't even know this lady's name. She wanted people to be in the movies, and you just see him, and she always come in and say something. She got a funny looking jaw. Ned Flanders. I mean, I guess. It's such a nondescript look. All right, they going off the rails. Anyway, some people look something like somebody else a little bit, allegedly. I don't know if you can allegedly look like somebody else. You can kinda. That's the same. That's what allegedly mean, right? Kinda. No, it don't. I mean, not really. It means I'm lying. Allegedly. All right. What else? What else? I had a few things lined up for y'all. I'm gonna keep going. Black Sam. We did that. Babies ain't scared of no snakes. All right, okay, we're going to test some viral TikTok hacks to see if they work. Well, I ain't gonna test them. Somebody else gonna test them. I don't believe nothing I see on the internet. It's all imaginary world. Testing. Okay, the title of this video is testing viral TikTok hacks to see if they work. Let's see if they do.
You shouldn't believe everything you see on the internet, which is why today I've rounded up some of the most viral TikTok life hacks to test whether or not they actually work. From
you can make an egg float,
color-changing sodas and fruits to potato power and Nutella's big secret. Let's put TikTok to the test.
That's what's up. That's it.
We all love snow, and if you don't, well, you're probably old, miserable, or all of the above, which is exactly why I don't like snow. Still, if you desire some DIY snow, this TikTok life hack is for you.
We need some salt, some sugar.
Hold on. Let me understand what's happening. This is DIY snow. You just cook up some snow. You can just take ice and run it over a cheese grater or something. I don't know.
And water. So we're just gonna pour some salt. Just like that. Then we're gonna pour some sugar. And then we just pour some water. And supposedly it's supposed to make snow. So let's try it out. 3, 2.
Is that what you think the ingredients to snow is? Salt, sugar, and water? You think that's what's falling out of the sky, you idiots?
2. Is it working? Oh my God.
That's not snow, son.
Sus, right? So I began mixing the concoction. Yep, that's right. There was no flurry of snow, only a plate full of sweet and salty water. Now, logically, this makes perfect sense, given that both salt and sugar dissolve in water, so hardly the forecast for a snowstorm. Not only that, but if you look closely, it's pretty clear that the guy in the original video used some kind of instant snow powder, misleading us all for the sake of views. Real shocker to learn.
You can do that? You can make up lies just for views? As long as it's not on nobody. Like, I could just come up with an experiment, like how to raise a dragon, how to build a... And it's all lies, and then people just got to argue about whether or not it was really real. Okay.
People lie on the internet, right? Eggs. There are countless ways to have them. Fried, poached, scrambled, boiled, or as seen in this next TikTok hack, levitating.
That's what's up.
Yep, as this clip suggests, you can make an egg magically levitate just by placing it upright under a flowing stream of water. Of course, I was initially skeptical, but stranger things have happened in physics, right? Could this be some strange side effect of surface tension or the unfathomable forces of flowing fluids?
Right, because I don't know science.
I had to know, so I gave it a whirl, and well...
You wasted your egg. Plow. What you want to do is waste a bunch of eggs.
It went about as well as you would imagine. Yeah, would not recommend. And as helpfully proven by another TikToker, all this really takes is a thin piece of string tied between your faucet and egg, filmed from an angle that renders the thread invisible. Nothing but trickery here, folks. I also came across another hack which claims if you spray an egg with deodorant, it will, by some divine intervention, transform into a bouncy egg.
Ha!
Yeah, my expectations were low for this one. However, in the name of content, I did as I was told and doused my egg in enough spray to rival a teenage boy. Though it seemed no amount could make my egg bounce.
Shit!
As it
They never work.
Inevitably cracked. Considering rubber eggs are easy to acquire and a small price to pay
So what? I want to make it mine out of deodorant.
For 5 minutes of TikTok fame, I think we all know what's really going on in those clips. Yes, that's right, actual, provable witchcraft. My eggy endeavor was not over yet, though, as another hack suggested that covering an egg in toothpaste for 24 hours would not only make it squidgy and stretchy, but translucent, too.
Who's going for this?
My previous egg experience.
What if this one worked after all the other ones?
I wasn't exactly hopeful that this would work. And well...
Ew. Some things never supposed to come in contact with one another.
4 hours later.
What kind of car do you drive?
Oh, algorithm down.
Tesla Model Y. Why?
Sorry, y'all.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you pay for car insurance?
It didn't work. That is, the egg remained fully solid and crackable, albeit with a minty fresh aroma. Yum. You know, it's almost impressive the way people come up with new ways to lie online. Almost. All right, now who's in the mood for a cool science experiment?
Yeah, because none of this was science experiments. I don't know what you've been doing.
Boy, oh boy, do I have the one for you. And all you need is some styrofoam and nail polish remover.
Oh, wow, here we go.
Yep, according to this Tic Toc hack, when you place styrofoam and nail polish remover, it melts away right before your eyes like magic.
Oh, cool. What does that approve? How do we help? How does that help anything?
Rather turns into a gloopy pile of slop, but still pretty cool, huh? Putting it to the test, I got my hands on some styrofoam balls, nail polish remover, and got to experimenting.
Some experiments are stupid. You know what I mean? Like, what are you building from this? How is this?
Would you believe it? Something from Tic Toc actually works.
Oh! I can burn up styrofoam with nail polish remover.
Ah, this certainly scratched something in my brain, but what's actually going on here? Well,
I can't help anything. Not one time. No hiking man, nobody on a reality show has ever pulled out a bowl of styrofoam and a goddamn bottle of nail polish to, I don't know, heat up dinner or something.
Put simply, nail polish remover, aka acetone, breaks the bonds between the chains of molecules that give styrofoam or polystyrene its solid form.
It's a lot of stuff that could break up. It's not that amazing. Fire. We wrapped it right up.
This allows the air trapped within the foam to escape, reducing its volume enormously and letting it dissolve into a liquid, or to quote-unquote melt. Moving on, though, and Coca-Cola's blackest tar shade is part of what makes it so recognizable. While this distinctive hue is a product of the Coke's caramel food coloring, there's a Tic Toc hack that can apparently turn Coke completely transparent. According to the hack, it's as simple as dissolving a spoonful of vitamin C powder in some Coke, and as you can see, it turns as clear as water. My interest
who that wasn't clear.
Was peaked.
Like bath water.
So I grabbed some Coke, vitamin C powder, and got to mixing. Now, if I pause the clip just here, you'll see a naively innocent man unaware of the disaster that is about to occur.
It's going to explode.
Editor,
it's going to explode.
Please resume.
Well, that's not clear.
Must I relive my trauma? Yep, like Mentos in a Coke, the vitamin C did nothing but cause an uncontrollably fizzy explosion.
That TikTok was a prank on you. Like if you did it, it's like, yeah, do this and that'll happen. And really you do this and explosion. Yeah, that was for you.
Of all the times I've been tricked, this was the trickiest. But what's the science here? Well, interestingly, it's actually not a chemical reaction, but a physical reaction. Coke, being a carbonated beverage, contains a lot of dissolved gas that wants to form bubbles or fizz, but needs a surface to form on. The microscopic surface of a reactive adversary of Coke, be it vitamin C powder or the more classic Mentos, is quite jagged and uneven, which makes them an excellent site for forming a rapid explosion of bubbles. A similar reaction happens.
What if I used to like when I drank a lot of Coke and Pepsi and stuff, I prefer Pepsi because it had a lot of bubbles. Why don't they already have a Mentos or something in there so that, you can get extra bubbles?
If you add sand to Coke. So, to cut a long story short, it was the rough texture of the vitamin C powder's molecules, alongside the additional CO2 released as the powder began to dissolve, that caused the Coke to explode. As for the original Tic Toc clip, what seems more likely is that it wasn't actually Coke in the bottle, but iodine mixed with water. But if vitamin C or another antioxidant is added to iodine, it will cause bonded pairs of iodine molecules to split up, resulting in a color change to transparency. I mean, just check out this Tic Toc clip where even just a skin product containing vitamin C actually managed to turn iodine clear. See? Cool. Honest, TikToks are possible.
Here's how the average man's life would change if he never saw an ad again. Day 1, he would install Pi on.
Here's how an average man's life would change if he never.
Reactions. Here's another little TikTok trick. If you pour a layer of oil over Coke and then plop in a few Mentos, you can create your own mini lava lamp display. So I gave it a try. Refreshingly, it actually works. Due to oil and water refusing to mix, the oil
so it can't
forms
explode.
a barrier through which the carbon dioxide bubbles can force their way to the surface, providing more resistance than cola or air, and hence taking on a much calmer lava lamp-like motion. All the fun of the fizz without the mess. Looking at you, vitamin
Right.
C
You can't do that
hack.
to the drink because then you drink a bunch of oil.
Let's keep things gaseous now with this next hack, which claims by the power of science you can pop a balloon without even touching it. Yep, just by cutting a bit of peel from an orange and squeezing it over an inflated balloon can apparently cause the balloon to explode.
Once again, something nobody needs for anything, but go ahead. Why don't you use the fingernail polish remover again?
To my disappointment, it didn't work for me. But surprisingly, I actually don't think this is a case of misleading TikTok deception. Having done the research, science fully backs up the hack. You see, orange peel contains a compound known as limonene, which is able to dissolve rubber, and all it takes is one small hole for a balloon to pop. That being said, limonene has a harder time dissolving rubber compounds that are strengthened like vulcanized rubber, so it's possible my balloons were made of a tougher material. Or the small Satsuma I used was just a loser, pathetically incapable of producing enough limonene on command. Either way, my disappointment is palpable. Be amazed, be sad. Alas, we move on to the next, and I have another cool balloon hack here for you.
That looks like it could work. I don't know. I'm not a scientist,
As
but
you
it seems like
just
it could
saw,
hold it
with a
together.
water balloon, electrical tape, and a quick stabbing, the water flows out so seamlessly that it literally looks like it's frozen. It's so satisfying, how could I not give it a try?
Right.
With a water-filled balloon, I
do
got
this
to taping up that bad boy and give it a little prick.
Ah! That shit was sploosh.
Things got completely out of hand.
Kinda. I think you need a smaller, tighter spot. It looks like it could work.
Your aside, if there are any wet t-shirt contests happening, I think I could stand a good chance. Seriously though, while I failed, if my wonderful editor would kindly slow down my footage, we can see that the brief, overly thick flow from the excessively large split in the balloon actually did have a nice, smooth, glassy quality to it. If the hole had just been smaller, I'm inclined to believe the flow would have been stable enough to look frozen, so I won't
Your rubber, your tape probably should have been closer together.
write this one off. Moving on, did you know you can create your own custom shade of Fanta? At least according to this next hack.
With toothpaste, now you're drinking toothpaste.
Just by adding some toothpaste to the orange soda and shaking it up, it will cause it to magically change different colors. Oh, wait.
But now I gotta drink toothpaste.
What? You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. Let's just get on with it. As you can see, I equipped myself with some very fancy European Fanta and
What kind you gotta use?
toothpaste, and I got to shaking.
I mean, if you mix any two things together, it's gonna change the color. What are we talking about?
Shake as I might, though, I was completely shocked to find that the toothpaste didn't turn my Fanta into a color-changing light. All I
It's made it brown.
need to say here is, notice how the orange hue of the light reflected off our TikToker pal at Savage's bottle doesn't change when the liquid inside does? Yeah, that's because he color shifted the hue of the soda in editing software, but neglected the finer details. And you know what, editor? Please make my Fanta change color too. There we go.
Hey.
Am I TikTok worthy yet? You can let me know over on TikTok under my handle, Be Amazed Media. Up next, melons come in all different varieties, but one melon you won't see on the store shelves is a blue melon. Well, be prepared to be astonished as this hack
That's the same liar.
claims that if you fill a watermelon with blue soda, it will transform the melon into a radiant hue of blue.
How can that happen?
Okay, I'm gonna start by admitting to a blunder with this one. Seeing this blue Fanta, I assumed the soda itself was actually blue, but in fact it was just the bottle. The soda was actually clear. Damn you, Fanta. So to no one's surprise, that didn't turn my melon blue. But I refuse to be defeated by my own idiocy. To know for sure, I got some legitimately blue soda, filling my pal
Calypso,
Big
and
D,
it's
cutting
never gonna
another
work.
hole into a watermelon,
It wouldn't even
pouring
make
the
sense. It
soda
would turn
in,
it purple
letting
if it
rest,
did anything.
pouring out the soda, and cutting a piece. Big freaking surprise, it was not blue. Shocker, I know. But I could have told you this right at the start if I wasn't so committed. Because there's the very obvious fact that we can quite clearly see the blue color edited video masking overlapping the edge of the melon skin in this guy's video. Utter baloney. But you want to know what really grinds my gears?
What's that?
When you're at a restaurant and they give you a tiny foil packet of butter that is usually rock solid. Then when you try to butter your toast, it just tumbles around the bread in one solid piece and doesn't spread. Well, courtesy of TikTok, I have the solution.
Hold it in your hand for a couple minutes and let it warm up.
Simple, really. All you need to do is stab the butter with your fork, creating 4 holes in the foil. Then squeeze the butter and watch as it effortlessly strings out like spaghetti.
That's not gonna happen if it's cold.
As you can see from my recreation, it does indeed work, but it's mainly only beneficial if you warm the butter up a little in your hands beforehand to soften
Right, which would have made it easier to smoothen out anyway.
it. With that, the butter is now way more spreadable and will evenly glide along the bread. Similarly, another annoying scenario we've all found ourselves in is when you're pouring soda and you have to stop to wait for the fizzing to stop. Well, Tic Toc has just the hack up its sleeves. According to this Tic Toc, instead of tilting the bottle over the glass to pour, you should actually just hold the bottle fully upside down, which allows the Coke to chug out fizz-free. It seems genuine, but let's see how well it works.
Soda everywhere.
Works pretty well, right? I'll definitely be using this one from now on to rein in that unruly fizz. Next up, according to this Tic Toc, if you put any kind...
What's going on, guys? Built
God damn it.
this little mini gym area that show you guys what a very small footprint gym
kind of gelatin-based candy jellies into water for an extended period of time, they will grow up to an alleged 300% in size. Now, admittedly, I'm not sure how useful this life hack would be, but nonetheless, with my favorite candies in hand, Haribos,
Right, how do you need that?
I left them to stew in the water for a few hours. And when I returned, well, it was clear to see they'd grown considerably. Be that as
So
it
will
may,
a loaf
they'd
of bread.
also become very delicate and mushy, meaning they weren't the most appetizing. This process occurs in gelatin-based candies as the water molecules can seep into the intermolecular spaces in the gelatin, causing it to swell. So the candies might have been bigger, but not necessarily better, proving yet again that size doesn't matter. You hear that, Sarah? I'm sorry about that. Let's move on. Sticking with the sweet treats, and who doesn't love Nutella? Heck, I sometimes eat it by the spoonful. We've all been there, which is why this next hack could be particularly useful. According to the video, Nutella jars allegedly have a secret compartment in the lid containing a mini plastic knife that can be used for all your Nutella opening and scooping needs.
When I mess up Nutella, but that's kind of cool. Thank you if they do that.
All this, I thought, no way. So I just had to try it. My excavating proved fruitless.
Nothing.
While there was indeed a cardboard disc, presumably to help form a seal for freshness,
You can use that though.
the lid beneath it was
If you're a savage.
empty. Like my hopes and dreams. There are countless examples of people claiming to find this little lid knife online, but I was reassured to find I wasn't just missing out. Nutella officials have officially debunked the claim, exposing yet another blatant Tic Toc lie. These guys never get tired of BS.
Same dude.
Frustration aside, we must continue. When I came across this next hack, I got pretty excited. Apparently, if you bash a pineapple about and then roll it with some force, you can then pull perfectly bite-sized segments from the pineapple
That's not
without the
fun.
need to actually chop it up. I mean, if this works, it could be a real game changer.
Game changer.
Well, after
Especially if you eat pineapples every day. What are we talking about?
twisting the top off, I bashed and rolled and bashed a bit more and rolled again, but no matter what, it just didn't work. Now, it's possible I had an underripe pineapple,
Put your back into it. Hit it harder.
but given that if we slow down our TikTokers footage, we can see that the PC Grabs offers no resistance at all, I'm going to assume this is another scoop of baloney. On to the next, and when your street's power suddenly goes out, it's only a matter of time until your phone battery dies and you're left in true darkness, in the company of your own thoughts. Truly terrifying. So it's just as well that I have a potentially life-saving hack here that claims you can charge your phone using potatoes. The claim is that if you join 2 potatoes, buy a coin, and then plug a charger into one of the potatoes, it will then, by the power of potato, charge your phone.
Get the F out. Yo,
given that
if
outside
that's
of
true,
being
then why do we
food,
even have a
potatoes
charger?
cannot
Just a couple
generate
potatoes.
usable electrical energy on their own, I wasn't exactly brimming with confidence. But I'm here to prove liars wrong, if nothing else, so I went ahead and tried it anyway, and shockingly, it didn't work. It's a somewhat common misconception that potatoes can produce electricity.
Why?
The truth is, they're just excellent conductors of electricity. In a science fair style potato battery, they serve as a conductor of current between sources of copper and zinc.
don't crank
And you
that
need
out.
a lot of them in series to even illuminate a tiny LED. A single potato battery generates about 0.5 volts and 0.2 milliamps of electricity at best. So to power a 5-volt, 2-amp phone charger, you need around 100,000 potatoes. See, at least we learned something here. Still, unfortunately, potato...
All right, enough of this. You can't charge your phone with a potato. Stop thinking that. You stupid if you do. What else I got? I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I got one more. Bud Light trying to come back. It's very odd. It's a new Bud Light commercial mocking woke culture. Let's check it out and see what it looked like, and y'all tell me what y'all think.
Just a fragrance. It is a feeling. It is
Shane, what's up, son?
A passion.
What? You're a snake.
We are all lost.
Yeah, I'm lost. I'm 100% lost here.
But we are on the edge.
Hey, all right. This is pocket full of sand? Yeah. Hey, I think I'm in the wrong commercial.
What?
Yeah, dude, this isn't right.
Wait, aren't you Andre?
No, I'm Shane. My name's Shane.
Huh. Oh, I see what's going on. You're supposed to be in a Bud Light commercial.
Oh, I'm supposed to be in a Bud Light commercial, not here. So that's why I'm the odd one out down here.
Right, because Bud Light is it's not like that no more.
Well, if you're here, Andre is.
I love it here. Oh, yeah. Something is different about you, man.
Bud Light trying to get their money back. They sorry. They sorry, y'all. White people, Kid Rock, everybody shot up the Bud Light. They are very sorry, and they want to be back at Hooters. They will appreciate that, and they will never try to go work on y'all again. So they say. You let me know what you think in the comments. Is Bud Light just on their last dollar? Are they on their way out and trying to save themselves, or do they really care about? I can't even fix my face to say it right. You know they don't care. They just trying to get this money, man. They didn't care about the woke stuff neither when they had the little boy. I mean the young person selling they made a trademarked bottle for a young trans person. Not a bottle, a can for the young trans person, and that really turned a lot of people off. A lot of their core supporters, their core audience, their core customers. It just made them really like, this isn't what we stand for. Why would you try to give this to us? And now they're trying to clean it up and say we're all about, Buffalo Wild Wings. We're just good old boys. They don't care. Like all these corporations, they just trying to make a dollar. And I don't know why you attach your ideologies to it one way or another. What difference does it make? Do you like Bud Light? Drink it. If you don't think that they care about you, because they don't. Anyway, that's been our show. I got some more stuff coming too, but I'm going to do that in a more crisp? Okay. In a more crisp, clear way. And I got some more stuff coming for y'all. So these will be out soon, as well as the other ones. Please stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please turn on your notifications so that you